Up with y'all. It's about to be 2000 and deuce nickel. And I'm just praying that we have a better year. I'm praying for all God's children to unite and come together and be peaceful and solid and stand for something instead of us falling for nothing. Yeah, I'm praying for us to have a better year. For us to come and unite as one and be solid and stand for something and don't fall for nothing. We shouldn't be losing our minds and our lives to the race wars. We shouldn't be losing our minds and our lives to the religion wars. We shouldn't be losing our lives and our mind to the drug wars. We shouldn't be losing our minds and our lives to the turf wars. We shouldn't be losing our minds and our lives to the religion wars. We shouldn't be losing our minds and our lives to the race wars. We shouldn't. We shouldn't be losing our minds and our lives to the gang wars. We shouldn't, because we know better. But for some reason, every day we all fall for these government programs. We fall for their experiments and their projects. Then we get up and blame the other one. It's our choice to choose to do better. We got to start owning our own lives and our own destiny. We, as the children of God, got to start doing that. In our communities, we could blame the government, the system for how they designed it. But when you look on the news, you look every time you look around, it's our own people doing it to each other. Every time you see someone popping a gun, it's our own people doing it to each other. You know what I'm saying? Every time someone is pushing a woman on the train tracks, it's our own people that's doing it to each other. Every time you see a woman getting raped, getting stabbed and getting murdered and, you know, getting kidnapped, it's our own people doing it to each other. It's not really the government. It's the ignorant ones of us. And we got to start coming together in our own community and locking it down. We got to start doing better. We can't just be letting outsiders keep what's the word? We can't keep letting outsiders violate our blocks. How does that look at us in a community, to be in a community and say we leaders when we just keep letting outsiders in and destroy our own? Nah, man, we got to start putting our foot down. We got to start leading the right way. We got to start teaching the right way. And we got to start getting the young generation to learn the right way. We cannot keep teaching them to repeat the same mistakes or words, because that's the outburst of it all. They get nowhere with that. And we get no love with that. Because what are we teaching our young generation who's the better half of us? Nothing. If they're repeating the same mistakes or worse, nothing. It goes nowhere. So for 2005, we got to look at everything as real as it is. Like it's our last call and it's our only chance. You know what I mean? We got to start making history steps with God and stop dancing with the devil. We got to start making history steps with God and stop dancing with the devil. Because it goes nowhere for us. And then we get mad at the next person and this and this and that. And the truth is, when you look in our own backyards, you look in our own communities, you look in our own boulevards, you look in our own streets, our avenues, you know what I'm saying? It's us doing it to each other, bro. It's us. We can't sit here and act like we better than the next person. We can't sit here and act and put the next person down. But what we can do is make a change. Make a change for the better. Make a change for the young generation. Make a change for these women who's going to carry the next babies. Make a change for these young boys who's going to be the man who's going to have to lead these families. It's up to us to really get in and do it. You see, ain't nobody else doing it. They all talking a good talk, but everything else is hush hush. This is why every day we wake up in the news and we see a worse situation than what we seen the day we was just in. Because there's no real men out here who's really doing it. It's not. It's time for us to come up and unite in 2005 and start cleaning up our own streets. It's time for us to put away the guns and stop selling the drugs, stop using the drugs, stop using the guns. It's time for us to do that, bro. And no matter how much you want to say that the government puts it out there, when you look at it, it's only us who's using it and supplying it. It's just us. It's just us. You know, so I feel that as us being leaders, we got to actually show what that is before we can say it. I feel as us living in our communities as long as we does, and you got the babies growing up and they trying to follow in the footsteps like you, running with the same crews like you used to. It's time for us to show them better. Time to show them that they're more. And they don't got to entertain and sell out and become less. It's time for us to stand up and put on our hard hats and go to war with that. You know, it's easy to roll back and pop a gun and kill. It's easy to roll up some homies and bang on them. It's easy to do all of that, but it's harder for you to stand up against all lies and let everybody know that this is the moment where we're going to give it up to God. Because everybody's out there doing the devil's work. Everybody's out there being malicious. Everybody's out there being satanic and demonic. But not everybody out there being godly. And we need more men and women out there to be godly. Otherwise, we'll wipe each other out. We're nearly the almost extinct. We'll extinct each other off of the drug wars, the race wars, the religion wars, the turf wars, and most of all, the power of the dollar. The people with lying tongues just out there doing something strange for a piece of change. The he say, the me say, the naysayers, you know? So I say as a New Year's revolution that should be started before the New Year's revolution is, how can we bring our people back together? How can we unite as God's children as one powerful stone? How can we get to be better? When we look on the news, we won't see all of the crime and the activities that's so negative that just blows your mind. How can we make our ancestors smile? And this is the way. How can we get out of poverty? This is the way. Stopping the race wars, stopping the religion wars, stopping the gang wars, stopping the drug wars, stopping the turf wars, and most of all, power the dollar of lying tongues. It's up to us. It's up to us. It's crazy because back then they was just killing each other, but now they're killing the babies. So the only way it's going to stop, excuse me, the only way it's going to stop and lead us to victory is if we actually come together as one powerful stone and unite. It's up to us. So I'm going to leave this message short, and I'm going to tell everybody out there, this is for you. This is for all mankind. This is for all God Jews. And nobody out there is separated or deleted from this message. This message is for all of us. So I'm going to tell you, stay on God time and not on demon time. Stay off demon time and stay on God time. And remember, I got you, you got me, we got each other, and God got us. It's not a debate. It's not up for discussion. Real recognize real, right? Yeah. So say it with me from your heart and your spirit and your soul. I got you, you got me, we got each other, and God got us. This is North Side, God's plan. Up with it. Let's get it. Now let's strengthen the bond daily. I want everybody out there subscribe to my channel, North Side, God's plan. Leave an upward in a comment and share this video. Till the next episode, Aces. Up with it.